when somebody goes to bed and he has a Yetzirah, what he's referring to is somebody goes to bed and he has a Yetzirah. What's the Yetzirah? Yetzirah says, don't do Kriyat Shema. That's what the Yetzirah says. Don't do Kriyat Shema. Why? You're tired. You already prayed. You did Arvit. According to Gemara Masechet Brachot, you're only supposed to do Shema Yisrael twice. So why are you going to do it 3 times? It says twice. What are you, Tzaddik Arbe? You're over righteous? It says twice. It says in the morning, it says at night, finish. Don't Shema. It doesn't say anything about Shema Lamita. Doesn't say. Obligation twice. So he says, Yitzhak says, don't do it. You don't have to. It's rabbinical. It's the rabbis. They're adding. It is. You're tired. It's late. All the different. Why should somebody not listen to the Yitzhak? Why? Even if he's from India. And he's saying, yeah. Why? Because Shema Yisrael is a pasuk from the Torah. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu. Actually, you're supposed to say the whole pasuk. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, is a pasuk from the Torah. And the Chachamim say a person must say a pasuk, a verse from the Torah, before he goes to sleep. Why? Why specifically say a pasuk from the Torah before he goes to sleep? Because, unfortunately, whatever sins he made during the day, those sins are next to him. Those things are next to him. When he says Torah, he kills all of them, destroys them. And there's also Birkat HaMapil, which you say in Shema Lamita. And you say these verses, not because sages had nothing to do with themselves, and they said, listen, let's give this guy more work to do. It says because you made some sins during the day. You made some sins. Those sins are next to you. Now if you go to sleep and those sins are next to you, Hashem Hachem Alecha. Why? They're going to torture you all night. They're going to come to you as nightmares. They're going to scare you. They're going to wake you up in the middle of the night. You're going to hear things. You're going to wake up with night terrors or from night terrors. If you wake up at all, you're going to continue suffering. You're going to see things. All types of horrible things happen. Why? You made sins. If you're tzaddik, you don't make any sins, you don't have to worry about nothing. You're probably going to do Shema Yisrael anyway. But since we're not all tzaddikim, and we make some sins, say Shema Yisrael. Why? Because if you don't say Shema Yisrael, those sins are going to torture you. They're going to come to you as different things in the night, Hashem Hachem, and scare you or give you sleepless nights. And all types of strange things happen. Now, I don't know if this has anything to do with anything. I just know from a little bit of experience is that it seems to me that the seeing things, we're not going to get into this deeply, so don't get too excited. But it's good to say this because it's a part of life, I guess. Some people see things. The Gemara says if you really knew what's next to you, you get a shock and you wouldn't be able to operate. Why? Because every time somebody makes a mitzvah, it creates angels. Every time somebody makes a sin, Hashem Hachem, it creates demons. Gemara says if you were able to see what's next to you, mamash, you wouldn't be able to function. It's very scary. Very scary. Now some people see these things. I know them. I know these people. I know it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories. A lot. One of them, if you guys remember, maybe a couple of you were in the shul. One of them came to the shul. Nice young lady came to the shul. She says, Shem Hachem, she was seeing things, all types of things. Some of them were hitting her. Shem Hachem, all types of crazy, scary stuff. And I told her, I asked her some questions, and I told her to do a few things, and she'll get rid of it. And I felt like I was like a miniature Rabbi Daftaya. All of a sudden, she did what I told her. Baruch Hashem, all the things got disappeared, and she got married 2 months later. Baruch Hashem. What a tikkun. Miskena, what she was seeing, what they were hurting her. What miskena. But anyway, Baruch Hashem, it's over. But anyway, some people see these things. They see things. They see things. It happens to be, I don't know, from my experience, I don't know if there's a connection, that converts see more of this stuff than natural-born Jews. Not always, but many times I've heard these stories from converts, righteous converts. they see this stuff. They see different things. And what happens to be is that usually it's because you still have some type of connection to idol worship. Even though it's not on purpose. Even though you're obviously tzaddikah or tzaddik. You're tzaddik or tzaddikah. And convert, everything is good. But you're still seeing this stuff. How can you see it? Sometimes, not always, not by default, but sometimes because you still have something connected to idol worship in your house. A little statue, a little pendant, a book, you forgot you even have, a picture, something. So even if you say, oh, I checked my house 1,000,000 times, there's nothing. You still see stuff? Check again. Check again. Why? That stuff is directly connected to it. It's directly connected to it. This is baduk. But in general, it's part of the kaparat avanot of a convert sometimes. Sometimes it's a kaparat avanot of a convert is to see these things. But they are very much real. If somebody ever tells you they see certain things, don't think that they're automatically crazy. They're only 50% crazy.